Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with some more StarCraft 2 commentary. Today we'll be looking at a series between Rock's Kiss Titan and TSL HyuN. This is going to be a Protoss versus Zerg, Titan versus HyuN here on the map Metropolis. And let us begin the game with some recent player information, starting over here in the lower, I guess it's just the 6 o'clock. I was about to call it the lower right, but it's actually dead center. Down over here in the 6 o'clock spawn location, we've got TSL's HyuN. HyuN took first place at the Game Creds Cup number 58, was also a semi-finalist at the Scan Invitational number 5. Both of these events were in May of 2012, so fairly recent events there for TSL's HyuN. His opponent over here up in the 12 o'clock spawn location is Rock's Kiss Titan, our green Protoss player. Titan took second place at the GD Studio, the Arena number 1, also took first place at the Go4 SC2 March Finals. Both of these events in April of 2012. Alright, looks like we'll be seeing a Forge Fast expand to start things off here for Mr. Rock's Kiss Titan, as he starts with the placing the pylon right there at the front of his natural expansion, and following that up with a Forge immediately, and then moving out with that probe to get some scouting information. Scouting Overlord now checking the 3 o'clock location. Second Overlord actually looks like he's heading up towards the 12, although we are actually probably going to expect him to stop somewhere around here. If I had to make an educated guess right now, I do believe that is where he's going to have to stop, somewhere in this vicinity. I don't think he's going to make it all the way over here. Maybe try to sneak over there, but that's actually a bad idea, because with the Marine on the low ground and the high ground, I think that Overlord would be in a bit of trouble. Expansion now placed down here for HyuN. Still no spawning pool. We'll be dropping that in just 1 second. Looks like this drone will be the individual to sacrifice itself to build a spawning pool. Oh, how terrible for that drone indeed. Scouting probe is doing more than scouting as he places a pylon right behind the hatchery, and that is out of HyuN's vision right now, so HyuN does not yet know about that pylon placement. The issue here is that we may very well be seeing some cannon harass. That's actually what I'm going to assume is happening right now. Still hasn't spotted it. The pylon finishes, 2 photon cannons begin building, and immediately HyuN is forced to respond. We've got another planned 2 cannons down over here, and he is going to be able to force a cancel of both of those, actually. Looks like. Is he going to continue? Yeah, Titan is all about this right now. Cannons everywhere, forced to cancel a bunch of them. How much? Ooh, oh no, he didn't cancel. He lost a lot of resources there. I think at least one of them he was unable to cancel, but now getting just enough to finish at least this one. This one will be forced to cancel, but I do believe that this one should go through. Another huge problem here for HyuN is look at all of the workers that he has off the line. Now we get 2 probes, placing some vision of the high ground cannons. Forced to cancel that one, placing another one. This is unbelievable harass here from Titan. Zerglings now in play, coming down with another, actually a pylon this time. Very interesting here, because with the pylon, that takes much longer to kill than the cannons. It builds a lot faster, so it's much more difficult with just the workers. HyuN has lost so much already. He will be able to finish off this pylon and now stop the cannon harass, but unbelievable opening to this game. That is just unreal. Take a look at this. Resources lost, yes. No question right now. Titan is behind. He's lost a lot of cannons, was forced to cancel some, even ended up just straight up losing a few of them without being able to cancel. But look at this, 5 workers killed. The econ has been incredibly disrupted here for HyuN. And you can't just think, oh, 5 workers killed. That's not a lot. Did you see how long those drones were off of mining? That was a lot of mining downtime, and that is really, really, really going to hurt our Zerg player HyuN. So we will have to see how this turns out, but that's just, I love it. I absolutely love it, because, you know, you see these same StarCraft 2 games day in and day out. So to see something a little bit out of the ordinary, you know, you used to see cannon harass a lot more against a expanding Zerg, and that's why Zerg players in PvZ started going pool first. But again, as you saw, HyuN went hatch first, and we saw Titan respond by doing that cannon harass, which can be very effective. Just to recap, he is behind in resources lost. He did only kill off 5 workers, but there was a lot of time that HyuN was not mining, and you can't understate how much that hurt him. There's no question that really, really hampered his progress. Speaking of progress, let's see where Titan is. Cyber next core now coming through. He's got one cannon guard in the front, a little bit of space there to get his units through. Will of course be a while for Mr. Titan until he gets anything significant in play. For now, just working on his economy as he continues to build probes here out of both of these Nexus. Also now coming out with that first Zealot. Map control is going to HyuN. He's got Zerglings at both. We do have a third base over here for HyuN as well. Spotted that before, just didn't actually make mention of it. Also coming down with a Spine Crawler over there at the natural expansion, working on that creep spread. Hopefully we do see him grab an Extractor soon, because he is going to want to tech up, especially considering Titan coming out with a Stargate now. Look at that. After that Cyber Core finishes, immediately throws down the Stargate, coming out with 2 more assimilators. He obviously will need a lot of SB and gas to be able to afford anything out of that. And ooh, not saturated fully there. That is sad. There we go. The next worker is going to finish that. Full saturation now on that assimilator. And then these 2 assimilators about to finish. So transition into Stargate Void Ray play. Could very well be. Could also, of course, open up with some Phoenix. I would really like to see some Void Rays immediately, though. I could see that being tremendously effective, especially given how far behind HyuN is in terms of where he would normally be in tech right now. It's actually going straight for the Phoenix, though. And you know what? That is just as good. It is going to be just as effective. Because with that Phoenix, he is going to, of course, be able to take out Overlords that are scattered throughout the map, killing off Overlords, further setting HyuN behind. And also, with not a lot of anti-air, with just a small group of Phoenixes, you can lift off a Queen and take it out. You can see right now there are only these 2 Queens in play. Oh, there's a third down over here, of course, at the third base for HyuN, but there's no additional Queens in play. This is his only anti-air right now. Is now just starting the layer, has no Evolution Chamber in play, and without that, he cannot get any Spore Crawlers. Zealot's now moving to the center of the map. He wants to get map control, at least on this side, to make sure that when those Phoenixes do move out, he's trying to basically make it so that HyuN does not know for as long as possible what is coming. Now, Roachhorn and Evolution Chamber coming out here for HyuN, also getting 2 more Extractors over here. No Extractors yet at the third. Zealot's trying to chase it down that one Zergling. Zergling going straight for the tower. Wants to see, hey, is there anything funny going on? Now we do have these Phoenixes now moving in this direction, dancing about, looking for some Overlords, and then he's probably going to be going straight and checking the third over here. That has already been scouted, though. I did miss that. It might have been a probe scout. I'm not sure. If I had to assume, though, I would say that that was probably a probe scout that moved down there for Titan to scout out HyuN's third base. And here comes the drone harass, going straight for that econ. Not even too concerned about the Queen right now, taking some damage there. Finally lifting up the Queen. 2 Phoenixes shooting, 1 lifting up. Third Phoenix joining the fun, and that Queen, need another lift off to take it out. There we go, lift it off and takes it out. 3 Zealots making their way across the map. We have a Hydra Den as well as a Spire coming through here for HyuN. Also coming out those Spores to try to deal with and force it back. These Phoenixes transition into a War Prism here, so could be seeing some War Prism harass from Titan. HyuN still really hasn't done significant damage. Most of the damage dealt here was basically from Titan pushing. We haven't seen any aggression at all from HyuN as he's been focused again on just recouping his economy. A few Zealots moving down. It will be quickly taking out that Spine. Drones trying to do some damage as well. A few Zerglings now moving to try to take care of these Zealots. 1 Zealot over here. He has got 1 kill, trying to get the second of that drone. Looks like the drone didn't make it to safety. Just enough to finally be able to save himself there. Here comes the Warp Prism. Warp Gate research is done. We've got these 4 Warp Gates in play. Also, Robotics Bay coming out. Going into Colossus after this. Wow. Just all over the place. Titan with all sorts of harass here this game. A few Roaches are in play. Warp Prism warping in. A couple of Zealots in that position. Also warping in as another Zealot. Again, there are 4 Warp Gates in play as far as I can tell. Happen to see any others anywhere. No, doesn't look like there's anything else. Robotics Bay, once that finishes, we will be seeing some Colossus come in. So he'll be seeing with Phoenix and Colossus continuing to do damage over in this position. We do have a drop coming in just a moment. HyuN is behind right now. He's taking some significant losses with this aggression. Now 18 workers killed. Here comes a drop into his main. Phoenix is lifting off those Hydras, trying to do what he can. Zealot's going straight for the Queen. And they will be working to take out some of those workers. Roaches and Hydras finally able to take out and stop the harass over here. More Zealots getting warped in. Oh my gosh, 22 workers killed, and the Zealots are going to continue to do work right now. A bunch of those drones pulled off the line. Here come the Roaches and Hydras. You're going to be able to stop the Zealots from taking out the layer, but the layer has taken some pretty significant damage. War Prism will be pulling back, saving him for another day. Another Zealot over here. Gets surrounded, though, by the drones, and then he's a gunner. It's just unbelievable. Constant harass here. More Zealots still here. Taking out the layer. Are you kidding me? The Roaches and Hydras pulled back. HyuN gets hit with Zealots, loses the layer, and calls the GG. What a crazy game. And unfortunately, HyuN wasn't able to do much this game. Alright, my friends, that does it here for game number 1 between Titan and HyuN. Again, HyuN dealt with absolutely non-stop, relentless aggression from Titan, opening up with some cannon harass, then moving into some Phoenix play, and then War Prism dropping, hitting with Zealots. He also was transitioning into Colossus. Unreal game from Titan, and again, unfortunately for HyuN, he was not able to contend with the consistent aggression. Great game number 1. We'll be moving to game 2 in just a moment. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Keep watching and keep owning.